this is the recording for Zoom December 7th, 2020. I had one student show up for our Zoom, so shout out to them, and I thank you very much. Just to let you know that there will be a PDF, and its title is Geometry Zoom 12/07/2020. That is what I'm looking at right here, okay? If you would like to get out a sheet of paper and work these problems, there is a Google form in which you can put your answers in after you work these out. This could possibly be a bonus point opportunity. All right, so this is the first half of your lessons that you had this week. This is dealing with cross multiplication and solving for proportions. So just a reminder about cross multiplication. Okay, cross multiplication is whenever you're going to take two fractions that are set up like so, equal to each other, and you're going to multiply diagonally across the equal sign to solve for any unknown variable. So I'm going to do 3 examples with you. Yes, these 3 examples are on your possible bonus Google form. All right, so our first one here, number 1. If I was to do cross multiplication on this problem, I would take 10 and multiply it by 6. And then I would take 8 and multiply it by x. I don't want to use x as multiplication. There we go. So then we just solve it. So we're going to do 10 times 6, which is 60, equals 8x. Then anytime you have a number written right next to a letter, to get rid of that number, you divide by it. So you take your handy-dandy calculator, and you do 60 divided by 8. Now the directions are to round to the nearest tenth, so we're going to say x is equal to 7.5. Now let's say you were typing this in. You can say just 7.5 in your answer. You could say x equals 7.5. They should both be accepted. I have written in 4 different ways you could type that into the system to be able to count it as correct. All right, now I'd like to do another one with you. We're going to look at number 11. Again, we're still doing cross multiplication here. So we're going to multiply 9 times m minus 9 is equal to 8 times 7. Now anytime you have parentheses, remember whatever is right outside that parenthesis multiplies by everything in it. This is called the distributive property. So we've got 9m minus 81 equals, we have 8 times 7, 56. All right, and then we want to solve. We want to solve by getting m by itself. Right now, it is being multiplied by 9 and subtracted by 81. Let's get rid of that subtraction first by adding. If you want to, you can do the whole line thing down the equal sign. You can do the whole variables and constants and all that jazz. All right, so we have 56 plus 81, and that gets us 137. So we have 9m equals 137. And I just talked about what we do if there is a number next to a letter. We divide. And we get that m equals, it says 15.2222222, which is just 15.2. Remember, we're just going to the nearest tenth. If you go beyond the nearest tenth, you will not get credit for those problems. All right, one more example for you. This is what you missed on Zoom. We're going to look at number 21. 21. Again, cross multiplication will be occurring. So 6 is going to multiply by x plus 8. And then 8 is going to multiply by x. All right, again, we have a set of parentheses, so distributive property is occurring. So we've got 6x plus 48, I do believe, c. Okay. Now we want to solve for x, but if you notice we have an x on each side, so we need to get those together. I'm going to move this 6x over to the 8x just because it's simpler that way, but no matter which way you did it, as long as you got your x's together, you would get the correct answer. We have to do the opposite since we're going past the equal sign. So we get 48 equals 2x. Again, what we do when there's a number right next to a letter is we divide. And we get our final answer as x is equal to 24. All right, you have 30 problems that you can attempt to complete for bonus. I'm going to say that these are due by Sunday, okay, for bonus points. If I take them as bonus points, no matter how many people do it. Like, if everyone does it, totes. If, like, a few, totes. But most likely I will. So please take advantage of that situation. Thank you. Maybe next time I'll see you on Zoom.